Hi, my name's Miley, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the features that are inside the Goals on Track app. It's interesting when we think about what we would do on paper and how we would have to lay it all out, grab the calendar, maybe make a journal, maybe make a vision board, and all of that stuff would be all over the place, and it would never be where we are. Well, the people at Goals on Track thought of all of those things, and they created something that's really special. So when you think of how you would actually have to lay out the goals inside of your big goal, and then how you would have to get those things finished, and how you'd have to start from zero, and it sounds daunting, doesn't it? But instead of all of those things, the only thing you would want to do is invest in yourself and get the Goals on Track app. It's so important that we have the tools that we need when goals matter enough that they're going to change our lives. So just take a few minutes. Let's look inside together and look at the features that come inside this powerful app. And you're going to want to do something about it today. Discover what's inside, what's going to save you all kinds of time, and what will help you to get started right now. Would you like to take a peek inside the features of Goals on Track? The power in this is so amazing for someone who really has something that they want to do. And if you have a goal, you need a great tool. So inside Goals on Track, you're going to see the goal dashboard. And you can actually change what's on this dashboard for what makes the most sense for you. You don't have to try to fit somebody else's approach. You can look at what you need to do today, and you can also monitor your habits, which when it comes to our time is really, really important. You also discover how to create SMART goals. So you're not going to just aim for something that you really could never achieve. You don't want to waste your time on stuff that you can't measure, it's not specific. So you really are going to learn how to put the pieces into each one of your goals so that you can achieve them in the amount of time you want to achieve them. Another piece of this that I think is really, really helpful that most people don't think about is what is inside each sub-goal, whether it's a long-term, a short-term, because there's things you have to do today to meet this week's goal, and then things you have to do this week to meet this month's goal. And inside the tool, you're able to find those pieces and name them. And then when you get each one done, you'll notice that the next level up is completed. And it marks your percentage complete based on your inputs. So after we look at the multi-level sub-goals, the next piece of this is to track your progress. And I think this keeps us encouraged. It keeps us from feeling as though I'm out here in the middle of something and I don't know if I'm going to actually get there. It's really important that we look by task and by sub-goal to make sure that we can know exactly where we are and if we're on track. Because there's some parts of goals where you have to put more effort in to reach the middle piece of it to stay on track to the end. Sometimes it's based on time of year, whether the weather's going to cooperate. Sometimes it's based on your budget. Sometimes it's based on the holidays. All of the pieces that you want to put in there, you can actually do that and track your progress against that. The other thing that I really love is the goal templates, because there's nothing that'll kill your goals faster than having no idea where to start. So inside Goals on Track, you're going to be able to find templates that are so valuable for naming those initial steps and getting you going really quickly. And then also task management. You know as well as I do that if we don't actually take action on recurring tasks and do the same thing today, tomorrow, next week, next month, then the goal is just going to die. And we don't want to see that. We want to see our goals come to life. We also want to know if we're off track because a task is either something we hate to do and we need to find somebody else to do it for us, or we just need to learn to do the task and really embrace it. The other thing I love about this is you actually do have a calendar. You don't have to try to keep going back to another calendar. You can actually put everything into this calendar and make sure that you're integrated with your other ones so that you're not overbooking yourself, you're not running over your own time. It really makes a difference when you can monitor what you're doing to your goal with respect to the rest of your life. And then what about time tracking? I need to know if I'm actually investing enough time on my goal to make this work. Because if I'm not going to reach it. So you don't have to guess. You can track the time you're spending on your tasks with actual timers. How much more work could we get done if we spent 30 minutes on something focused on what we need to do? Then what about our habits? And these can be good habits, and they can be things that we'd really kind of like to change. And change takes time. And you need the ability to track your progress to making those changes. Some habits are good, some habits are not so good. And this is a feature that really can make all the difference when you're trying to reach a goal. Now, how about a vision board? What if you really can see the pieces of something? And you really want reminders. So you can put pictures in there. You can put people. Maybe you need to be able to remember why you're doing what you're doing. It's so important to be able to see visually. And sometimes we need to show other people what we're looking at. The vision board is a great feature. How about a goal journal? I'm one I love to write. And when I write things down, I know that they're actually either going to happen or they have happened. And you can actually bookmark this. And keep coming back and looking at those important entries that remind you of why you're doing this. So the other thing that I like is the reports. To be able to interact, look at what's going on, look at things in a different way, find the places that you need to kind of maybe put a little bit more time, and also if you're making progress against those habits. So when you look at the entire picture and you see all the pieces in here that have to go with keeping your goals on track, it's an amazing thing. Now, here's another thing that I really want to add to this as you look at this, not just for yourself, but either for your family, your business, your team. I also want to come down here to the very bottom. And you'll notice that you can add more people to this. You can actually look at the team version of this, and I put the link into the description. So make sure you look for that if you want to take this from a family approach, a team approach, and go for the team version of the app. You won't regret it. Working together on goals is so much fun. So before you get away, I would encourage you to click on either the individual version of the app in the description or the team version, because I'll put both links in there. I wish you the best. Have a good time with it and really take action today so that 6 more months don't go by without you reaching one of your very important goals. And you can do multiple goals with this. So remember, you're not just doing one at a time. It could be anything in any part of your life where you want to reach a height that you're not so sure you can right now. I bet you can. Get started today. Don't wait any longer. I wish you the best.